Yes, Abhimi ma'am. Now you can start.
Okay,
And
so
Anurag sir has
finally,
also joined us.
so once again, hello and a very good evening to all the viewers. We welcome you to GEF, Global Educators Fraternity, which has tagged itself to be enlightening, enthralling, and edifying. Let's start this grand awaited evening by raising the curtain. I, Ms. Vaibhavi Mehta, with my colleague Ms. Rashmi Gupta, are the hosts for today. We warmly welcome each one present here for this prestigious event. The galaxy of intellectuals, your excellency, and luminaries. How different is this evening? Indeed, very wonderful. We assure you that you will be explored to multiple things to look forward to at any given time throughout the 2 days informative and this prestigious event. Auspiciousness has a very significant meaning in the Indian culture. So let's begin the event by the divine blessings of the Master of Intellect and Wisdom. Y'all must be wondering, what am I talking about? So yes, I'm talking about Lord Ganesha. Since we also have the grand 10 days festival of Lord Ganesha commencing from 10th September, which will be celebrated with great zeal. So let's have this event rolling with the blessings of the Almighty. We now request our chief guest and the dignitaries and all the core members of GEF to do the honors of lighting the lamp virtually.
ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया
That was divine. The vibes of the screen says it all. Now, may I take this opportunity to introduce an outstanding personality amongst us, who's in the field of education for more than a decade, the founder of Fun to Learn, Deputy Coordinator of SAG Regional Committee. She is dynamic, enthusiastic, dedicated, a focused professional, and a core member of GEF. Yes, that's none other than Dr. Rachna Bhimraja ma'am. May I kindly request you, madam, to welcome our luminaries for the evening.
Atiti Devo Bhava. कहती कहती है भारत की धरा, स्वागत करे आपका, निभा रहे हैं परंपरा। ईश्वर ने भी कीमती रतन गिनती के ही बनाए हैं, और उन रत्नों में से भी सबसे कीमती रत्न आज हमारे बीच आए हैं। With this, a very warm good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all. Today is the day for which we waited for so long, and why not? Every exceptional event takes time to take off.
You are muted, Rachna, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, do I start again or
Yes.
just now?
No.
Okay.
Just start.
So, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to one and all. Today is the most awaited day for which we have waited for so long. And why not? The very exceptional event takes time to take off. So, not wasting more time, I, Rachna Vimrajka, on behalf of the entire Global Educators Fraternity, extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Anurag Tripathi sir, Secretary CBSE, जो कि हमारे आदर्श शिक्षा, कला एवं साहित्य को समर्पित हैं. Our guest of honor, Dr. Sahdev Singh, Under Secretary of Government of India, Department of Justice, MOL and Justice MHA, Dr. Abdullah Rashid Ahmed, Education Ministry, Maldives, Queen Nadia Harhari from France, Rania Lampoy, Ministry of Education and Religious Affairs, Greece. And a warm welcome to all our keynote speakers, panelists, and the distinguished guests, and the august gathering present here. I may not be able to address you all individually, but here is a warm welcome to each one of you, and our much more awaited event is ready to launch by our esteemed chief guest and all the dignitaries present here. And I would just like to mention, see, Rachna Vimrajka is just a front face, but it's a whole fraternity. We are a team of approximately 100 members, 101 members at its very grand launch. So this launch is for each one of you. And now over to the team to take it over. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rachna Bhimrajka. We Indians have an illustrious history of dance and music. We should consider ourselves fortunate that we are able to witness our country's cultural glory virtually as well as through this event. Brace yourself for a high-octane dose of delightness. Let's applause for Ms. Arusha Hegre, who's going to perform a beautiful welcome dance.
गणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं 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 मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yet wonderful, it was mesmerizing. Moving ahead, I take great honor to introduce this significant event. To give you a better gist and glimpse of the magnificent platform, Global Educators Fraternity, I would further present to you its aims, mission, vision, and much more insights of GF. And here we have Here we go. We have our Global Educators Fraternity. We're going to see the aims. What are we aiming at? What vision we all have on the same platform? Our aspirations and our mission. Global Educators Fraternity is an association that hankers to build global citizens around the globe to spread awareness in various aspects to make a better quality life where the like-minded people have joined hand in hand under one roof, which adheres to cater to the current issues in the education fraternity at a global level and create responsible and responsive citizens. GEF is an association. We aim to mentor best practices, upgrade already established practices to serve the community and meet the societal needs. It aspires to promote education through various domains of learning, such as cognitive and social emotional skills. Let's see what we have in store more with GEF. Yes, a long vision. With a long vision, we have created GEF. We are here to launch officially GEF today, and the vision is to acquire skills and knowledge to promote sustainable development goals and to provide a network for expanding the spirit of creativity, innovations, and to prepare the young generations with great values globally. And yes, we want to make this world a global place to live in, okay, a better place to live in. What best than to have all the educators coming together and having the same vision. Our mission is to nurture the global learners and with edurations under the guidance of the experts to bring a revolution in the education fraternity to achieve a long-term transformation to allow citizens to think and then act, to develop the key competencies that is needed in all the areas, in all the fields. And our upcoming aspirations, we have webinars and workshops for the betterment of individuals, and then our long-term goals, we're talking of the society at large. We are going to broaden the horizon of the students. We are going to have some knowledge, various educators who are going to have this common platform, and a lot more knowledge, a lot more creativity, a lot more information. It's like having a platter full of information and ready for the people to take in from here. So we are going to have a lot more sessions, trainings, career counseling, etc. A lot more insights. Not only do I stop here with saying thank you of the goals, mission, and the vision, I would like to give you a tour of the 2 days conclave session we have on this today and tomorrow, same timing, that is ethical issues in education. We would be seeing a lot of speakers sharing their valuable inputs and also a panel discussion. Probably we are going to learn a lot more expectations. And today is the grand launch of our GEF.
That was a brilliant introduction, I must say. It's a beautiful evening, isn't it? On this beautiful evening, we shall present to you all something that is very close to our heart, something special, something near and dear, something grand. Any guesses? That's nothing else but the launch of GEF. Now that GEF has officially landed in the education space, I take great honor in congratulating each and every member who's associated to GEF. I would now like to introduce a prominent personality amongst us, none other than Mr. Pramod Mahajan Sir. Mr. Pramod Mahajan Sir is one of the Board of Directors of Principals Council and core member and secretary of the Principal Executive Council of Sharjah Private Education Authority, Government of Sharjah. He has been conferred with several awards for his exemplary contributions in the education space. We are privileged to have you amongst us, sir. May I kindly request you to do the honors of inviting our chief guest for the day.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Salam alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Namaskar. Today we have launched our global education fraternity platform to go ahead to adopt the global trends in the field of teaching learning process. And it's my proud privilege that today, amidst us, there is a personality, there's a signature who has changed the face of the Central Board of Secondary Education globally. None other than our Honorable Sri Anurag Tripathi ji, Secretary, CBSE, Government of India. Honorable Tripathi ji is a 1998 batch officer of Indian Railway Personnel Services. He was appointed as Secretary of CBSE in 2017. Sri Anurag Tripathi ji is a postgraduate from Jawaharlal University, New Delhi. He has also served as a principal of Oak Grove School, Mussoorie, Uttarakhand. So the personality who knows the education from the root to the top. He was awarded with National Award in 2004 for his outstanding services. He is the one who has changed the face of CBSE and made it stakeholder friendly. Changed the image of CBSE from historical board to the techno savvy and future fit board. He has challenged the principles from mere administrator to the pedagogical leader. Under his leadership, principals, teachers, parents, students looking towards the CBSE as a global board, not only for conducting exams in 24 countries, but applying the emerging global trends for assessment, academics, training, coordinating with Intel, coordinating with Australia, Finland, and whatnot. He is the one who has taken a step forward to introduce PISA and Teams for the CBSE affiliated schools too. He is the one who is leading the change and making the CBSE stakeholder friendly. And I am very happy that today among us, Dr. Abdullah Rashid, the Minister of Education State Maldives is present, a kind-hearted personality and a person who is following the principle of Mahatma Gandhi, simple living and high thinking, and changing the face of education globally. So in the presence of these two dignitaries, we have launched today our Global Education Fraternity. On this occasion, I wanted to say one thing. Honorable Tripathi ji, he is not only the bureaucrat, educationist, principal, making, maintaining the changes and ensuring the equilibrium between the politicians, examination reforms, NEP implementation very effectively and all. His job is just like maintaining check and balance, but keeping the teaching learning process ahead. I am reminded of two lines in his honor कि मुख्तसर से जिंदगी के अजब से अफसाने हैं, मुख्तसर की जिंदगी के अजब से अफसाने हैं, यहाँ तीर भी चलाने हैं और परिंदे भी बचाने हैं, यहाँ तीर भी चलाने हैं और परिंदे भी बचाने हैं. विद दीज नोट्स, आदरणीय अनुराग त्रिपाठी जी, नम्र निवेदन है कि आप अपने वर्ड्स ऑफ विजडम से 25 कंट्रीज से आए हुए ग्लोबल एडुकेटर्स को लाभान्वित करें. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, पुट्स योर हैंड्स टुगेदर फॉर ऑनरेबल अनुराग त्रिपाठी जी. सर, फ्लोर इज योर्स.
नमस्कार. मिस्टर प्रमोद महाजन और आज इस शाम पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हमारे रेस्पेक्टेड प्रिंसिपल्स, टीचर्स, एजुकेटर्स, इस कॉन्क्लेव में मैं आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं और आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं मुझे मौका देने के लिए, अवसर देने के लिए और आपके बीच आने के लिए. एजुकेशन वो टूल है, वो माध्यम है, वो रास्ता है जिससे दुनिया के देश जमीन से आसमान तक पहुंचे हैं. शिक्षा ही एकमात्र माध्यम है जिससे हम हर तरह की क्रांति कर सकते हैं. जिन देशों ने शिक्षा में निवेश किया, जिन देशों ने अपने नागरिकों को ट्रेंड किया, शिक्षित किया, स्किल्ड किया, वो देश आज दुनिया के टॉप मोस्ट कंट्रीज में गिने जाते हैं. शिक्षा वो माध्यम है जिसके द्वारा हम किसी बच्चे की सामाजिक, सांस्कृतिक, आर्थिक क्षमताओं को विकसित करते हैं. शिक्षा सीखने और सिखाने की प्रक्रिया है. शिक्षा के द्वारा ऑलरेडी बच्चों के भीतर जो इनबिल्ट है उसको हम एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. शिक्षा के द्वारा हम बच्चों को ट्रेंड करते हैं, डेवलप करते हैं, स्किल्ड करते हैं, जिससे वो सोसाइटी में अपना बेस्ट अचीव कर सके. आज इस अवसर पर हमारे जो भी स्कूल्स इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, जो भी कंट्रीज के प्रिंसिपल्स और टीचर्स इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, सबसे पहले मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहूंगा कि आप वो नोबल कार्य कर रहे हैं, वो विशेष कार्य में संलग्न है जो देश के विकास में सबसे ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है. आज का विषय आप लोगों ने एथिक्स को चुना है, एथिकल प्रैक्टिसेस को चुना है, तो मैं प्रयास करूंगा अपनी बात इस टॉपिक के आसपास रखने के लिए. 21st सेंचुरी स्किल्स, जिसको राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति में एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम के रूप में लिया गया है, वो बच्चों में विकसित करने की सबसे टॉप मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी मानी गई है. और 21st सेंचुरी स्किल्स में एथिक्स और वैल्यूज ऑलवेज अपना एक महत्व रखती है. नई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी एक तरफ जहां बच्चों को कॉम्पिटेंट बनाने, कुशल बनाने, स्किल्ड करने की बात करती है, नॉलेज देने की बात करती है, वहीं उसके साथ साथ उन बच्चों में एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को, उनकी कंप्लीट पर्सनालिटी को डेवलप करने की रिक्वेस्ट करती है. बच्चे ज्ञान तो प्राप्त कर सकते हैं शिक्षा के द्वारा, एक अच्छे मार्क्स ले सकते हैं, एक अच्छी पोजीशन होल्ड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उस पोजीशन पर सस्टेन करने के लिए उनमें एथिक्स और वैल्यूज का इनकलकेशन कहीं ज्यादा आवश्यक है. कोई भी देश जिसके नागरिक एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को लेकर के सचेत नहीं होंगे, वो देश बहुत लंबे समय तक टॉप पर नहीं रह सकता. नई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी हम एजुकेटर्स को, पेरेंट्स को, टीचर्स को, प्रिंसिपल्स को इनवाइट करती है कि हम अपने एग्जाम्पल के द्वारा, हम अपनी बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस के द्वारा, हम बचपन में अर्ली चाइल्डहुड केयर के द्वारा बच्चों की हैबिट्स और उनके एटीट्यूड में राइट टाइम पर इंटरवेंशन के द्वारा किस तरीके से एथिक्स या वैल्यूज को डेवलप करें. देखिए, ब्लूम्स भी ये कहते हैं कि नॉलेज अक्वायर की जा सकती है, लेकिन एथिक्स या वैल्यूज डेवलप की जाती है। नॉलेज कोई भी इंडिविजुअल किताबें पढ़ करके या आपकी ट्रेनिंग के द्वारा अचीव कर सकता है। आप अच्छे ट्रेनिंग दे दीजिए, अच्छी क्लासरूम एटमॉस्फेयर दे दीजिए, बच्चा नॉलेज प्राप्त कर लेगा, अच्छी मार्कशीट ले लेगा, अच्छी पोजीशन ले लेगा। लेकिन एथिक्स, वैल्यूज, इनको किताबों द्वारा नहीं सिखाया जा सकता। एथिक्स और वैल्यूज बच्चे बचपन से अपने टीचर को, अपने माँ बाप को, अपने आसपास की सोसाइटी को देख करके सीखते हैं। जब बच्चे अपने पेरेंट्स को, अपने टीचर्स को, अपने सोसाइटी मेंबर्स को, अपने कंट्री की ट्रेडिशंस को, कल्चर को, बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस को, बिहेवियर को, एटीट्यूड को देखते हैं तो धीरे धीरे उनका करेक्टराइजेशन होता है। जैसे एक पौधे का निर्माण रातों रात नहीं किया जा सकता, एक वृक्ष को विकसित करने के लिए वर्षों का समय लगता है, वैसे एथिक्स और वैल्यूज का इनकलकेशन, इसका डेवलपमेंट एक दिन या एक साल या एक 10 साल की क्लासरूम की टीचिंग में नहीं हो सकता। इसके लिए एक लंबा प्रयास करना पड़ता है। तो 21st सेंचुरी स्किल में एथिक्स और वैल्यूज कहीं ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस रखती हैं नॉलेज से, क्योंकि ज्ञान प्राप्ति के बाद, अच्छी पोजीशन के बाद, अगर बच्चे का एटीट्यूड, उसका बिहेवियर, उसकी वैल्यूज, उसके एथिक्स पूरे कंट्री के लिए, सोसाइटी के लिए अगर नहीं काम आएंगे तो उस बच्चे की एजुकेशन का कोई मतलब नहीं होता। आज इस अवसर पर आप सबको, स्पेशली टीचर्स को, प्रिंसिपल्स को, पेरेंट्स को मैं ये इनवाइट करूंगा और रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, एक बार अपने इंटायर एजुकेशन सिस्टम को रिवाइज करके देखें, पलट करके देखें कि आपने लास्ट 20 ईयर में, 30 ईयर में जो बच्चों को ट्रेंड किया है, एज ए टीचर, एज ए प्रिंसिपल, बच्चों को आपने टीच किया है, आपने ट्रेंड किया है, वो किस पोजीशन पे हैं, वो क्या कर रहे हैं अपने इंडिविजुअल लाइफ में और सोसाइटी के लिए। आज इस कॉन्क्लेव में मोर देन 100 लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं और मुझे लगता है कि मोर देन करोड़ बच्चों को आपने टीच किया है, शिक्षा दी है। टीचिंग्स कहते हैं ना, शिक्षा को कहते हैं टीचिंग्स। आपने पढ़ाया है, आपने ट्रेंड किया, अपने स्कूलों से निकाला। मुड़ करके देखिए और अपनी उंगलियों पर गिनिए कि कितने ऐसे आपके बच्चे हैं जो देश और दुनिया में सोसाइटी के प्रति, इन्वायरमेंट के प्रति, कंट्री के प्रति, देश के प्रति, ह्यूमैनिटी के प्रति अच्छे कार्य कर रहे हैं। ये संख्या आपको उंगलियों पर गिनने से भी नहीं मिलेगी। आप अगर गिनना शुरू करेंगे तो आपके हिस्ट्री में 10 बच्चे भी शायद आपको नहीं याद आए जो आपके आज के इस टॉपिक पर खरे उतरे। आज आपका विषय है एथिक्स। एथिक्स टीचर्स में, एथिक्स प्रिंसिपल्स में, एथिक्स स्कूल्स में, एथिक्स बच्चों में, एथिक्स सोसाइटी में बहुत बड़ा पैराडाइम है। तो जब आप एक बार पलट करके देखें और रिवाइज करें कि हम क्या अपने इस टॉपिक के आसपास ईमानदारी से कार्य कर रहे हैं, तो उत्तर बहुत बेहतर तरीके से आपको मिल जाएगा और शायद उसी उत्तर से आपको उसका सलूशन भी निकलेगा। एक उदाहरण मैं आपको देता हूं। मिस्टर एम विश्वेश्वरैया जो मैसूर के दीवान थे, पुरानी बात है, एम विश्वेश्वरैया मैसूर के दीवान थे, बहुत रिच आदमी थे। सरकारी व्हीकल से अपना रेजिग्नेशन सबमिट करने जा रहे थे। मिस्टर एम विश्वेश्वरैया अपना रेजिग्नेशन सबमिट करते हैं और वापस प्राइवेट व्हीकल से अपने घर पहुंचते हैं, क्योंकि अब वो सरकारी दीवान नहीं थे। विश्वेश्वरैया साहब हमेशा अपने पास 2 कैंडल्स रखते थे। जब उनको सरकारी फाइलें पढ़नी होती थी, सरकारी कार्य करना होता था, तो उस कैंडल को लिट करते थे, उस कैंडल को जलाते थे जो सरकारी पैसे से आई थी। लेकिन जब उनको अपनी निजी किताबें पढ़नी होती थी, अपना व्यक्तिगत कार्य करना होता था, उस कैंडल को जलाते थे जो उन्होंने अपने निजी पैसे से परचेज की थी। ये एथिक्स है, ये वैल्यूज है। महात्मा गांधी जब देश के स्वतंत्रता के लिए कूदते हैं, आगे आते हैं, तो सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं। महात्मा गांधी एक दीवान के बेटे थे, लंदन में वकालत करते थे, अफ्रीका में केस लड़ने जाते थे, फर्स्ट क्लास की बोगी में यात्रा करते थे, हमेशा सूट बूट और टाई में रहते थे। लेकिन एक दिन ऐसा आता जो सब कुछ उतार देते हैं। और जब देश की जनता एक बार उनसे पूछती है कि आप कहते हैं खादी पहनो, देश की बनी हुई खादी पहनो, खादी बहुत महंगी है, तो गांधी जी अपने ऊपर का वस्त्र भी उतार देते और आग के हवाले कर देते और कहते हैं कि खादी महंगी है लेकिन अपने देश की है, अपने लोगों द्वारा बनाई गई है, एक ही वस्त्र पहनो लेकिन खादी पहनो। ये एथिक्स थी। इसरो के चीफ धवन, सतीश धवन, जब उनका रॉकेट फेल होता है, उस रॉकेट के प्रोग्राम को एपीजे कलाम लीड कर रहे थे। एपीजे कलाम की जिम्मेदारी थी। जब वो फेल होता है तो वो रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इसरो चीफ सतीश धवन लेते हैं। एपीजे कलाम को वो फेल होने की जिम्मेदारी नहीं लेने देते। लेकिन जब उसके बाद प्रोग्राम सक्सेसफुल होता है तो एपीजे कलाम को क्रेडिट देते हैं और प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस को लॉन्च करने के लिए एपीजे कलाम को भेजते हैं। ये एथिक्स थी उस समय की कि जब कोई फेल्योर हो, जब कोई जिम्मेदारी लेने की बात हो, लीडर्स उसको खुशी खुशी प्राप्त करते हैं। हमारे देश के एक्स इलेक्शन कमिश्नर टीएन सेशन एक बार इलेक्शन के कार्यों से उत्तर प्रदेश की यात्रा पर थे। एक बगीचे के पास उनकी गाड़ी रुकती है और उनकी पत्नी, उनकी वाइफ उनके साथ व्हीकल में थी। उनको किसी बाग में चिड़िए के घोंसले दिखाई पड़ते हैं, बर्ड्स के नेस्ट दिखाई पड़ते हैं। उनकी वाइफ की इच्छा होती है कि चिड़ियों के कुछ घोंसलों को लेकर के मैं अपने घर में डेकोरेट करूंगी और वो डिमांड करती है। उनके साथ जो अर्दली थे वो उतरते हैं। एक छोटा सा बच्चा जो अपने जानवरों को, एनिमल्स को उस समय देख रहा था, उससे रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि इस बाग से ये चिड़िए के घोंसले निकाल करके मैडम को दे दो। वो बच्चा मना कर देता है। दोबारा रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, फिर वो मना कर देता है। टीएन सेशन अपने व्हीकल से उतरते हैं, उसके पास जाते हैं और उस बच्चे से कहते हैं कि इनमें से कुछ घोंसले तोड़ करके ले आओ, मैं तुम्हें इनाम दूंगा। वो बच्चा हाथ जोड़ करके कहता है कि साहब मैं इन घोंसलों को नहीं तोड़ सकता, इनमें चिड़ियों के बच्चे हैं। शाम को जब वो लौट करके आएंगी और अपने बच्चों को नहीं देखेंगी तो कितनी दुखी होंगी। ये एथिक्स थी, ये वैल्यूज थी। एथिक्स और वैल्यूज हमेशा अपने उदाहरण द्वारा दी जाती है, ऑलवेज अपने एग्जाम्पल द्वारा दी जाती है। अभी कुछ ही दिनों पहले जो ओलंपिक्स संपन्न हुआ है, हम सब ने देखा। हाई जंप में कतर के एक खिलाड़ी ने लॉन्ग जंप में गोल्ड मेडल लिया था। उस समय दो लोगों को मेडल इक्वल होने के कारण दोबारा टेस्ट देना था, क्योंकि दोनों की जंप इक्वल आई थी। मुझे पूरी तरह से तो याद नहीं है, लेकिन जहां तक मुझे लगता है दूसरा खिलाड़ी फ्रांस का था, संभवतः। दोनों की जंप इक्वल आती है। उसके बाद उन्हें दोबारा उस जंप देने के लिए, हाई जंप के लिए एक मौका मिलता है। जो कतर का खिलाड़ी था वो सक्सेसफुली अपनी जंप को पूरा करता है, लेकिन जो दूसरे देश का खिलाड़ी था वो इंजर्ड हो जाता है, घायल हो जाता है, उसे अवसर नहीं मिलता है। कतर के खिलाड़ी को एक अवसर और मिलना था। उससे पूछा जाता है कि अगर तुम इस जंप को, इस चांस को लोगे तो तुम गोल्ड मेडल तुम्हारा पक्का है। लेकिन उसको लगता है कि जो दूसरा खिलाड़ी है वो घायल हो गया है, इंजर्ड है, वो चांस तो ले ही नहीं सकता। एक मन करता उसका कि एक जंप लेता और गोल्ड मेडल लेके अपने देश चला जाता, लेकिन वो रिफ्यूज कर देता है और वो कहता मैं गोल्ड मेडल शेयर करूंगा। ये एथिक्स थी, ये वैल्यूज थी। कितने सारे स्पोर्ट्स की फील्ड में हम ऐसे उदाहरण देखते हैं जब रेस में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे खिलाड़ी अपने गिरे हुए खिलाड़ियों को उठाने के लिए अपनी रेस छोड़ देते हैं। कितने ऐसे उदाहरण हम अपने स्कूलों में, अपने कॉलेजेस में देखते हैं। एथिक्स और वैल्यूज ये एक तरह की लाइफ स्टाइल है, और एथिक्स और वैल्यू जितनी स्ट्रांग होंगी, कंट्री उतना ही स्ट्रांग होगा, देश उतना ही मजबूत होगा। ऐसे देश भी इस दुनिया में है जहां लोगों में लालच नहीं है, जहां लोगों में चोरी नहीं है, जहां लोग गलत कार्य नहीं करते हैं, जहां लोग एक दूसरे की मदद करते हैं, एक दूसरे के कंधे से कंधा मिला करके आगे बढ़ते हैं। और ऐसे भी कंट्रीज हैं जो एक दूसरे को लूट रहे हैं, एक दूसरे को मार रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के साथ गलत काम कर रहे हैं। क्या अंतर है उन कंट्रीज में? क्या डिफरेंस है उन कंट्रीज में, एक जो हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स में टॉप पर है और एक जो अपने ही लोगों को मार रहा है। कहीं ना कहीं इसका अंतर उनकी जड़ों में, उनके इतिहास में, उनकी संस्कृति में, उनके एथिक्स और वैल्यूज में, और मैं कहूंगा उनकी एजुकेशन में जाता है। शिक्षा एक ऐसा माध्यम है, स्कूल एक ऐसा माध्यम है, पेरेंटिंग एक ऐसा माध्यम है, टीचिंग एक ऐसा माध्यम है जहां हम पीढ़ियों को बनाते हैं, जहां एथिक्स और वैल्यूज बच्चों के भीतर इनकलकेट करते हैं, उन्हें स्ट्रांग करते हैं। मुझे लगता है कि शिक्षा वो मंदिर है, स्कूल वो मंदिर है जहां ऐसे बच्चे निकलते हैं। इसलिए डियर प्रिंसिपल्स, टीचर्स, पेरेंट्स, हम कितनी भी डिबेट कर लें, कितने भी सेमिनार और वेबिनार कर लें, कितने भी स्कूल से बच्चों को निकाल लें, हमें हमेशा ये देखना चाहिए कि जिन बच्चों को हम अपने स्कूलों में ट्रेंड कर रहे हैं, टीच कर रहे हैं, उनमें हम किस तरह की वैल्यूज इनकलकेट कर रहे हैं और किस लेवल पर कर रहे हैं, सोसाइटी में उसका डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन वो कितना कर रहे हैं। क्योंकि कक्षाओं में आप ट्रैफिक रूल पढ़ाएंगे, लेकिन अगर सड़कों पर बच्चे उसका पालन नहीं करेंगे तो उस एजुकेशन का कोई मतलब नहीं है। अपने क्लासरूम्स में आप ऑनेस्टी की बात करेंगे, लेकिन ऑफिसर, इंजीनियर, मिनिस्टर्स, पॉलिटिशियंस अगर फील्ड में ऑनेस्टी को पालन नहीं करेंगे तो क्लासरूम की उस टीचिंग का कोई मतलब नहीं है। आप कितनी भी ट्रेनिंग दे लें लोगों की, ऑनेस्टी की, इंटीग्रिटी की, एथिक्स क्या है? एथिक्स ऑनेस्टी की बात करती है, एथिक्स इंटीग्रिटी की बात करती है, एथिक्स ट्रांसपेरेंसी की बात करती है, एथिक्स राइट और रॉन्ग को चूज करने की बात करती है, एथिक्स ऑलवेज सेल्फ की जगह सोसाइटी को अडॉप्ट करने की बात करती है। ये एथिक्स किताबों में है या बच्चों में इनकलकेट कर रही है, ये देखने की जिम्मेदारी पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स की। मुझे लगता है कि आप टीचर्स और प्रिंसिपल से बेहतर कोई दूसरा प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं हो सकता जहां इसका डिस्कशन किया जाए। तो मैं आपसे ये निवेदन करूंगा, एथिक्स और वैल्यू जिस टॉपिक को आपने टच किया है, लंबे समय तक जिस पर आप डिबेट करेंगे, उसके रियल टर्म पर आप जरूर पहुंचे, उसके एसेंस तक आप जरूर पहुंचे। क्योंकि डिस्कशन तो किताबों में बहुत बार हुआ है। एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को लेकर के आप क्लिक करिए तो इंटरनेट पर 1000 चीजें आपको मिल जाएंगी, किताबें मिल जाएंगी। लेकिन एथिक्स और वैल्यूज पर आप अपने बच्चों को आंकिए तो आपकी उंगलियों पर 10 बच्चे भी नहीं मिलेंगे। अपने प्रिंसिपल को आंकिए तो 10 लोग भी मिलना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। सोसाइटी में देखिए तो 10 लोग भी आसपास नहीं मिलेंगे। इसलिए इस पूरी कॉन्फ्रेंस और सेमिनार का रियल एसेंस यही होगा कि जब इसका समापन हो, जब मिस्टर प्रमोद महाजन इसके कंक्लूडिंग स्पीच में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो, तो वो आपको गर्व के साथ बता सकें इस सेमिनार के बाद ये 10 प्रैक्टिसेज हम लेकर के आगे बढ़ेंगे अपने स्कूलों में। ये 10 थिंग्स हम अपने स्कूलों में इस तरह से करेंगे जिससे हमारे पेरेंट्स, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स, हमारे टीचर्स, हमारे प्रिंसिपल, हमारे लीडर्स एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को लेकर के इंश्योर हो सके, अश्योर हो सके, आगे बढ़ सके। बेसिकली जो भी सीबीएसई के स्कूल हैं इस समय पूरे कंट्री और वर्ल्ड में, जिनकी संख्या मोर देन 27,000 है, हम उनसे भी एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं एथिक्स को लेकर के वो अपने को किस तरह से आगे बढ़ाएं। अभी कुछ ही समय पहले 10th और 12th का रिजल्ट निकलना था। 10th और 12th के रिजल्ट में आप स्कूल्स को, आप टीचर्स को, आप प्रिंसिपल्स को ऑनेस्टी के साथ, ईमानदारी के साथ अपने बच्चों को असेस करना था, अपने बच्चों के मार्क्स को असेस करना था। कितने स्कूल और टीचर्स ने ऑनेस्टी के साथ ये असेसमेंट किया? ये एथिक्स की कहीं ना कहीं बात करती है। ये यही दिस वाज द रियल एथिक्स कि आप स्कूल वालों ने 10th और 12th में किस तरह का असेसमेंट किया। आप अपने स्कूलों में बच्चों को पूरे वर्ष भर पढ़ाते हैं, आपके टीचर, आपके प्रिंसिपल्स, आपके पेरेंट्स और आपके सारे स्कूल के स्टाफ मेंबर्स किस तरह से बच्चों को एजुकेट कर रहे हैं, ट्रेंड कर रहे हैं, अपना एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं। ये रियल एथिक्स की बात है। आप जो प्रिंसिपल जो अपनी सीट पर बैठे हैं, जो अपने दफ्तर में बैठे हैं, वो कितना ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ, कितना न्यूट्रलिटी के साथ अपने टीचर्स के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं, उन्हें ट्रेंड करते हैं और किस तरीके से अपने बच्चों में बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेज अडॉप्ट करते हैं, कहीं के एथिक्स उसकी बात करती है। डियर प्रिंसिपल्स एंड टीचर्स, इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से मैं आप सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, एक्सपेक्ट करूंगा और उम्मीद करूंगा कि एथिक्स या वैल्यूज हर सोसाइटी अपने हिसाब से बनाती है। आप सबने लॉक, हॉब्स और रूसो का नाम सुना होगा। ये फिलोसफर थे, एथिकल फिलोसफर थे, और इन तीनों ने कहा था कि मनुष्य जो ह्यूमन बीइंग है वो मूलतः जानवर था। मनुष्य मूलतः जानवर है। समाज की जो एथिक्स और वैल्यूज हैं, ट्रेडिशंस हैं, ट्रेनिंग्स हैं, टीचिंग्स हैं, उसके द्वारा वो मनुष्य एक इंसान के रूप में आगे बढ़ता है। सोसाइटी जिस तरीके से ह्यूमन बीइंग को ट्रेंड करेगी, स्कूल जिस तरीके से ह्यूमन बीइंग को टीच करेंगे, पेरेंट्स जिस तरीके से अपना एग्जाम्पल बच्चों के सामने प्रस्तुत करेंगे, और आप टीचर्स एंड प्रिंसिपल जिस ईमानदारी के साथ बच्चों को बचपन से अच्छी आदतें सिखाएंगे, प्रैक्टिसेस सिखाएंगे और उनको इनकलकेट करेंगे, अच्छी वैल्यूज उनको ट्रेंड करेंगे, यही बच्चे आगे चलकर एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को अपने लाइफ में और अपनी सोसाइटी की लाइफ में लागू करें। क्योंकि एथिक्स और वैल्यूज अगर नहीं होती तो आपको महात्मा गांधी नहीं मिलते, आपको जेआरडी टाटा नहीं मिलते, आपको सचिन तेंदुलकर नहीं मिलते, आपको एपीजे कलाम नहीं मिलते, आपको एडिसन, न्यूटन जैसे, आइंस्टीन जैसे साइंटिस्ट नहीं मिलते। एथिक्स और वैल्यूज नहीं होती तो आपको ये देश जिस तरीके से बढ़ रहा है वो नहीं मिलता। तो कहीं ना कहीं इसकी आवश्यकता इस समय एजुकेशन सिस्टम में रिवाइज करने की, रिवाइव करने की और रियल टर्म में इन्वेस्ट करने की है। अपनी इन्हीं बातों के साथ मैं अपनी बात को समाप्त करते हुए और एक बार आप सारे लोगों के, स्पेशली ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को कांग्रेचुलेट करते हुए, धन्यवाद देते हुए, मैं अंत में यही कहूंगा कि एथिक्स और वैल्यूज अपने उदाहरण द्वारा दिखाई जाती हैं। जो बातें हम आज इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर कर रहे हैं, हम अपने पर्सनल लाइफ में, अपनी ऑफिशियल लाइफ में, अपनी सोशल लाइफ में उसको कितना डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करते हैं, वही इसकी रियल सक्सेस बताएगा। थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। और हम कोर मेंबर्स आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि सारे 25 कंट्रियों से जो भी एजुकेटर जुड़े हुए हैं, हमने आज सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से काफी कम लोगों को अलाउ किया है जूम में, बट थाउजेंड्स ऑफ एजुकेटर्स आर ऑन फेसबुक एंड यूट्यूब। उन सभी की तरफ से मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि इस कॉन्क्लेव के बाद चर्चा होगी इथिक्स की, और हम स्वतः अपने उदाहरणों से कुछ ना कुछ परिवर्तन लाएंगे, और वो परिवर्तन लाएंगे जो स्थायी होगा। धन्यवाद सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
अनुराग सर, मैं इसमें आपने जो एथिक्स का बात किया है, आपने जो बताया कि हमें फॉलो करना है, हम बच्चों में कैसे इनकलकेट करेंगे, मैं एक एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगी। जब मैं सीए का एग्जाम दे रही थी, फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई वाज अपियरिंग फॉर माय सीए इंटरमीडिएट एग्जाम, एंड आई वाज वेरी नर्वस, एंड वैल्यूज फॉलो करते हुए मैंने एग्जामिनर का परमिशन लेके कॉपी किया, लेकिन अपने वैल्यूज को, अपने एथिक्स को फॉलो करते हुए। तो दैट इज व्हाट वी शुड, व्हाट एवर वी आर डूइंग, अगर हम एजुकेशन से जुड़े हैं, जो भी चीज करें, हमारा वैल्यूज, एथिक्स काफी मायने रहता है। मैं गलत कर रही थी उस समय, उतनी समझ नहीं थी, लेकिन तो भी परमिशन लेके। सो ये आप जो बता रहे, तो ये हमारे अंदर होता है कि सिर्फ ऊपर से नहीं, जैसे कि हमें अब खुद पहले हम उस वैल्यूज को, एथिक्स को फॉलो करेंगे तो ही हम उस बच्चों में भी कर सकते हैं। तो धन्यवाद अनुराग सर, आपके वैल्यूबल इनपुट से। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर।
Thank you, sir. Once again, we feel honored to have with us a persona like you. You have made us all look up to you by your distinguished words, an ideal of knowledge, experience, and inspiration. We present to you a floral bouquet. We would also like to present you a token of appreciation for your valuable time, presence, and your gracious words. may I take the honor to introduce someone who has zillions of accolades in his kitty, serving the Indian government from past 20 years with excellent service record. A Central Secretariat Service Cadre Officer, someone who has dealt with the matters of universities, Indian research councils, and much more. Yes, I'm talking about Dr. Sardev Singh Sir, our guest of honor for the day. May I kindly request you, sir, to inspire us with some pearls of wisdom.
Yeah. Good evening to all. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. आप audible है, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Thank
can
you.
hear
You're
you.
audible.
We
You're
can
audible.
hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, first of all, I will just to I am very much thankful to that Ma'am Rachna. She called me and invited me for just such a very prestigious and very valuable this global educators fraternity. Those who are today organizing this education conclave, especially on ethical issues in education. So that is really a very burning topic nowadays. We can say for our young blood and this coming generations as well. And once again, I am also thankful to present here all the dignitaries. Uh, Somehow I can just remember some name, and I have just seen and that seen Dr. Rajput, Ma'am Tanya, and Maroon Madam, Dragon Madam, Matmiya, Maniya ji, Mare, Ma'am Georgia, and also very eminent authorities. I can't even call the names, those who are well known to us, and not only us, because of they are the global part and being the personalities nowadays. So today's that issue is just regarding the ethics. We can say the issues regarding the education. So let us we discuss about that simple. What is the meaning and the definition of the ethics actually? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. You're very much audible.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's very simple. We can say that ethics is a system of moral, of principles. Actually, that ethics is concerned with what is good for individual and society, and is also described as moral philosophy. From where actually it came, that is the definition. That is the actually Greek. We can say the Latin word of ethos, which means the character, and we can say the social science. It is the reflecting the concept, especially what is right and wrong, moral, immoral, good and bad behavior of dealing with one each other actually. That is we can say that is the ethics. Not only that, in the moral philosophy and code also they decide the practice as a person or a group of people. We can say that ethics is just a set of rules that defines the right and wrong of the conduct of a person or a society where you are just living or existing. Actually. Here we can say what are your ethics in life actually. The honesty, caring, and the compassion, integrity, and even we can say the personal responsibility are the values that can help you behave ethically when you faced with ethical dilemmas in your personal life. How we can just say what are the ethics in education? Between moral and ethical principles, the ethical knowledge is an intrinsic feature of awareness. Ethics in education needs a student to respect and obey the teacher and follow all the rules established by them. Students should obtain an academic responsibility, maintain integrity, and practice the self discipline, we can say. There are some ethical issues in education actually. The education is an ongoing process. We are always receiving passing it on, adding something in the process, sometimes even taking certain things impertinent from time to time away from it while passing it to on further. Here we can just discuss also some examples of ethics are the most common moral, legal and ethical issues in education that are most faced by the givers and receivers of education, along with the education institute, management thereof, and sometimes parents and guardians of students. Here we can say just set of rules, we just say school uniforms, how compulsory they have to just wear it up or not, and the disciplines, how a student should discipline in the school, the family, like that. So these are just we things. Not only being a good educator, I can say. Lot of educators are in the panel now. They will discuss all about ethics of education. So all these words, once again, I am very much thankful to all my here the global educators fraternity. Once again, I salute all the people who are devoting a lot for our young generation, especially in the field of education. And thank you for inviting me in such an important event. Thank you once again to all people here. And my heartiest thanks to again Madam Archana Bhim Rajka, who has invited me and just coordinated being a so much busy schedule. Even I just now am appeared with you. Sorry for the late coming and joining with you because I am really staying in the office still. I don't know how much I have to work still a bit. Anyway, thanks again. Wish you all the best and my best wishes to my young generation. Thank you, thank you once again. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for an insightful speech. That was truly a beautiful address. We would like to present you a virtual floral for your valuable time. And a small token of appreciation from Global Educators Fraternity.
Thank you, thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time and for those kind words of wisdom. Ladies, we have some technical glitch from the IT team. Patience is checked over here for a while for us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I now invite the moderator of the panel discussion, Dr. Tanya, along with the level-headed intellectuals, panelists for an interactive discussion on humanity. I would take this opportunity to introduce our moderator, Dr. Tanya. Dr. Tanya Simons has carried the vision of healing for the nations in her heart for more than 20 years. Dr. Tanya has been involved with multiple humanitarian relief projects throughout the world, some of those including Haiti, Ukraine, the USA, and Pakistan. She has been in academia and healthcare for more than 25 years with a neuroscience oncology background and wants to bring a real sustainable change globally. Before I hand over the platform to you, ma'am, let me introduce the panelists with a small creative and the moderator. And here we have all of them in one creative. Before we reveal the surprise, it's the patience that we have. Here we have a moderator and our panelists who are going to discuss on the topic of humanity. And over to you, Dr. Tanya. There's a lot to speak about you, but I think so that we'll gain during the course of discussion with all the panelists. Over to you. Rachna ma'am,
You are muted, Dr. Tanya.
she's
Unmute
unable,
yourself, please.
she's unable to unmute herself. She needs the rights to unmute herself.
Dr. Tanya, done.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, awesome. So I'm so excited to be involved with this amazing launch today. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm going to give honor to the platform. First and foremost, I appreciate the opportunity and the invite. I'm very honored and very humbled. I greet you all from the United States of America. Thank you to all the different nations and the speakers involved. I extend honor to everyone, the core team. There's so many people that have been involved with this launch and hard work behind the scenes. I extend honor to the dignitaries, to the educators, the lifelong learners involved in the platform. Thank you for coming today at this global launch. So as we segue into the panelist discussion, the one thing that we all have in I should say in unity or togetherness is our humanity. And so we have top leaders from around the world to discuss this major topic on humanity. Our first question of the day, each panelist has approximately 4 to 5 minutes to answer. And so we are going to jump right in, and I'm so excited and honored to be involved. So our first question is Ambassador Maureen available? Is she available?
Dr. Tanya, I think Dr. Mario and Minmaya are not able to log in. They are not visible. So
Not a problem. Let's just
spotlighted.
keep going.
Yes, some might be
going.
technical glitches.
Okay, no problem. So question number 2, that means each panelist has a couple more minutes then. So, okay. So the second question I'm going to direct to Dr. Dragan. He is from Macedonia. And so the second question goes like this. Dr. Dragan, how do we combat global forms of gendered oppression, from sexual violence to racism amongst humanity overall? The floor is yours.
Hello, Dr. Tanya. Thank you very much. Short, only with the strict legal measures, good strategy, and monitoring of the situation.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I appreciate that response. Thank you so much. The third question goes to Dr. Please forgive me if I don't pronounce your name right. I'm so sorry, but please correct me. Dr. Manahan, is that right? From Nepal, correct?
Yeah, you can call me Nina.
Ah, Nina, awesome. I love that. Okay, and you look absolutely stunning, gorgeous. So welcome to the platform. The third question would be this, Miss Nina. Why have the debates over global public health and medicine, specifically vaccinations related to COVID, have been so contentious globally amongst humanity as a whole? The platform is yours.
Thank you for the question. Before I answer your question from Dr. Tanya, I want to say thank you to all of you for having me tonight. And also, I'm very honored to be here. And then as a panelist, thank you for the invitation. This is a wonderful event. So, well, about that question, yeah, you know, today we are talking the issue of vaccine. the debate of the vaccine, we know about the vaccine. This is we understand about the while the rapid development of vaccine against COVID-19. It is an extraordinary achievement. Actually, this is the one of the successful, the global successful when we have this vaccine in the global, and also to vaccinating the global population. This is present actually many challenges, so many challenges from production to distribution, deployment, and importantly to accept this vaccine. But trust in the vaccine, this is very vital. Maybe, or this is based on the data or some of the phenomena that happening about the debate about this vaccine, because the trust of this vaccine. And this is critically dependent on the ability of a government. This is our government to communicate about the benefit of this vaccine and to deliver the vaccine safely and effectively. And you know, some of, this is the data and the fact, you know, some of my friends, they have get a vaccine, but actually they get infected with this COVID-19. So maybe this is some of the challenge to make the people to believe and trust about this vaccine. Maybe this is raised about the debate. And also this condition address the role of government in promoting confidence in the effectiveness and safety about through the effective communication to the public about the trust and the ability to pursue and distribute them this vaccine in effectively and equitably. While only a small minority of the population hold strong anti-vaccine views, yeah, we know some of a population or community disease have namely anti-vaccine, but the hesitancy about this COVID-19 vaccination is evident in many countries. So to recognizing the vaccine campaign of the magnitude needed are and we need to be campaign about this vaccine, and also we need the government supporting about this condition to all of the public trust about the vaccine to I mean that here this is to be one of the essential to the successful to save us from or against this COVID-19. Thank you for your question.
That was absolutely so very wonderful. That was a wonderful response. We appreciate that so much. My goodness. Thank you so much, Dr. Dragan and
Dr. Tanya.
Absolutely. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I see Dr. Mario has joined us. So thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you very much.
Dr. Tanya, Mary,
yes,
Marine is also there, and Minmaya is also there. They are not able to unmute their video, so they were not visible. So you can just put up their questions. All are there. Yeah?
All right. Well, let's keep going. All right. Then let's go back, circle back around. The first question was to one of my very good friends, and she is a global leader. Her name is Ambassador Marine. She is from South Africa, and blessings. And so, Miss Ambassador Marine, the first question to you today would be, how does change happen? It is yours for the answering.
Well, hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, and blessings to you too, my dearest sister Tanya. Truly, it is an honor to be a part of the platform. So I thank the platform for the invitation, and greetings to all the dignitaries as well. And yes, I think via the GEF, we're definitely all making strides, but strides for humanity at large. And the key to that is, of course, education. So in terms of your question, which is how does change happen? Change happens for each one of us first from within. So we need to firstly become aware, what is it that needs to change and why, in order to make the profitable changes that are required. When we're looking at education and we look at humanity, for example, there are multiple issues, compounding issues for all of humanity right now. We have depletion of resources, we've got global pollution, you've got climate change, and of course you've got this current pandemic, which is creating unforeseen circumstances with even health issues right now. But if you look at the key factors of what do we need and how does change happen, change starts, if you're looking at countries, change starts from leadership. Leadership doesn't just talk about leadership in your governance. Leadership is about you being your leader in your community, you being the leader in your home, you being the leader of you. So change starts with you, okay? How does change happen? Information. What brings about information? Education. So the key is the link to education, any form of change. And the key idea for us to actually make living changes that are beneficial for humanity at large is to, of course, make sure that we have enough knowledge base. So you need to be aware, what is it that is the problem? What is it that needs to be changed and why? How are they going to be needed to be implemented? And let's bring in the network of people that we need to implement that change. So change happens and it starts with you, it starts with your knowledge, it starts with education. That is key to actually seeing effective change. And change, of course, is not just about making the change now and sitting back. No, change is about taking responsibility, being held accountable for the changes you're implementing, and taking responsibility for you in your role that you play for the change. So I'm hoping I answered the question.
You went above and beyond, sister. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And we see your lovely face. So thank you so much. Everyone's clapping. And I think that's absolutely unanimous. Change absolutely does occur from within first. So I know that you're a catalyst of change. Everyone on this platform has a sphere of influence and a realm of opportunity to bring change. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you. All right, our next question. You're welcome. You're welcome. Our next question goes to Dr. Mario. Thank you so much, sir, for being a panelist today. And Dr. Mario is from the Philippines. So he's going to get question number 4. On humanity, why, Dr. Mario, here's your question. Why slavery, human trafficking, and other forms of servitude thrive today globally? What can we do for humanity in regards to this at this time? The platform is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tanya, and I'm glad to represent the Philippines on this platform, and thank you for that generous invitation and also introduction. Of course, this kind of problem thrive right now because of, number one, it could be something about poverty, okay, and problems that the politicians create in their own country. So we experience that in the Philippines. It is because there is so much corruption. There's so much freedom wherein people would try to take advantage of the underprivileged. And I was so saddened and experienced this with my own community that the people, especially politicians, are sometimes blind because they don't offer solutions to this problem. But the best solution to save the problem for humanity is education and make connections with one another. And I think that Global Educators Fraternity is a very good platform for us to serve our country, your country, and the whole world. Let's educate the young ones to become future leaders in the future so that they will be very sensitive to the needs of the community so that these problems will be eradicated. We cannot completely eradicate this, but if there is good education and that people would know the consequences of this and will be able also to look into the qualifications of who run the nation, and that I think that's very important. It's really a pity that, yeah, of course, I am in a developing community country, but we have experienced this. We see this because of poverty, especially now that it's pandemic. We're all affected. Economy has been affected, and that we could not really try to really stop this because of this is really happening. But with constant change, the change that has been mentioned by Ambassador Marine a while ago, we have to embrace change and will be able to give the best education to the young ones so that they might be able to really see the effects of this in the future. So they are the future of the new generation. So let's educate our young children right now. Thank you very much.
That was absolutely phenomenal, Dr. Mario. Thank you so much right from the Philippines. Appreciate that response. You were absolutely on target when you said education is a way for reformation and change. I am so excited, you guys, just looking at all the beautiful faces on this platform. I am so excited to know that real change is occurring even throughout all the world, internationally. Look at all the nations represented on this platform. You are movers and leaders and change makers. My goodness, this is so exciting. So thank you, Dr. Mario. Absolutely correct. Education is in the forefront of change and reformation. All right, thank you so much. Next question, going right to our wonderful panelist from Greece. She is an amazing leader, an expert educator. She's on the forefront. And I'd like to introduce Miss Georgia. Please forgive me if I pronounce your name wrongly in any way. Miss Georgia Manita from Greece.
Georgia Manetta. It sounds like Manetta. Italian, actually.
I love it. Thank you so much. You're absolutely beautiful. So welcome.
Thank you.
And, your question was not an easy question, but I knew you were up for the task. And so I posed you with this question today. The topic, of course, is humanity. This has actually come from the Harvard Review, and it is number 6. The question is, what is just society? The platform is yours, ma'am.
Okay, first of all, hello everyone from Greece. The land of just society, let's say. I'm really glad to be here with all of you. Thank you, Madam Rachna, for inviting me here to be in this panel. Thank you, Dr. Tanya, for the questions, because all the questions will lead to an obvious answer. So, a just society. For someone to be living in a just society, it means that there must be equality among sexes, among races. So it doesn't matter whether you are an Asian or an African or a European or an Indian or American, you can find a job well paid, equally paid. It doesn't matter whether you are single or married or man or woman, you must find the same job. So equality, the first thing. Religious freedom. No matter whether we are Christian Orthodox or Catholics or Islamists or Buddhists, etc. We all believe in a supreme being. This makes us all humans. This means that we are all allowed to believe in a certain God, no matter how we call this God, Theos, Buddhas, Muhammad, etc. So we must be free in order to love the God that we choose to love. Also, fair punishment. Everyone who steals must be punished according to the theft, not according to the fact that he was the prime minister, so let's leave him outside. Or she is a very good teacher, she hit a student, don't punish her. Fair punishment according to the level of crime. This happens in a just society. Respect of all human rights. Either you want to be a pregnant woman and you want to work, we have to respect you. Either you are a gay or a bisexual or bipolar or an educator who likes to have her hair pink. I don't have it, but anyway, we respect your rights to appear the way you want to, as long as you provide a professional work in your field. All this, in order for a society to be just, then we need to educate people. Education must start from the beginning, and education must not start only at school. Education must begin from the house, from the family. I always say that mothers should teach their sons that they should always help with housework. And women should always help their men with their office work. They should be taught at home, in the family. And educators, remember not to teach your students only maths, English, physics, or chemistry. We should teach them life skills. We should teach them to respect human beings. We should teach them to respect nature. Greece and the whole Europe is on fire, and the whole world is on fire because some people are greedy and want to make more money. We should respect human life, animal life, plant life, the environment. This is a just society. We are far away from it, but we can do it. Among so many global educators, yes, we will do it. Thank you very much.
Bravo. Bravo. That was absolutely beautiful. And I do agree. Everyone is clapping and everyone is agreeing in regards to what you have just eloquently said. So yes, a just society. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Our last but not least question of the day on this panel discussion of our topic, humanity, goes to none other than the great educator himself from Uganda. This is going to Mr. Swami Nathan. Hello, sir. How are you? Good. Welcome. Welcome today. Thank you so much for being on our panel. We appreciate you. Our last question of this panel discussion is this. How do the moral implications of security, a term with a long and provocatively ambiguous definition or history, continue to be relevant in today's understanding of community and social responsibility for all humanity? It's all yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Once again, good evening to all members of GEF. I think you have put the right question on the right time. When the whole world is witnessing something which is not good in some part of the world. I don't want to mention it, but we all know. Even in social medias, we have seen human beings falling from the flight. So that shows in what kind of world we are in now. It's really a bit scary. And all this could be overcome only if we all, in all parts of the world, expose the real character of human being, that is the humanity. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When the health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. And the most important characteristics of a human being is being with the humanity. If that is not there, there is no use of calling ourselves as human beings. Again, when it comes to humanity, we all think that most of us think that helping others or sharing something is alone humanity. This is done even by other animals. Even animals are helping each other. They are sharing, they are caring. Is that the humanity alone? Can we call that as humanity? No. Humanity is nothing but the quality of being human, the peculiar nature of man by which he is distinguished from other beings. So we all should try something to express our humanity for the betterment of this world. All the people in the planet are equal. Okay, be it white, be it black, be it brown, be it yellow, whatever it is, the color of everyone's blood is red. Nobody is having white blood, black blood or something. All human beings are with red blood. That should be respected highly by everyone. The things that we share are far more valuable than those which divides us. The borders between the country may divide us. The gap between the people may divide us. but what we are sharing among us is far more valuable. As stated by the great M.K. Gandhi, humanity is a ocean. Few drops of dirty drops doesn't make it dirty. So let us not think that everybody should express or expose humanity. Individual wise, the humanity should be expressed. So combinedly, everybody's humanity will be definitely it will lead to the world for a better place. When it comes to the security wise, there are so many areas where the humanity should be shown. First one, the most important thing is economic security. Still, there is a huge demand, there is a huge problem of unemployment throughout the world. Let it be in developing countries or developed countries or the countries which are below the level. Economic security is still a high risk. Second one, food security. In many parts of the world, even now, even the small children, they don't have proper food twice a time in a day. Even one time in a day also they are struggling. Third one, health security. We all evidenced this for the past 2 years. We all were thinking that the world is having all medical facilities. We have wonderful scientists. We can do anything, everything, whatever it is. But what happened? Just one corona has taught us everything. Health security. Fourth one, environmental security. The world is at a high risk. Global warming, pollution, greenhouse effect, everything is happening. Fifth one, personal security. Every one of us are having some kind of fear about our own security in this world. Nobody can say, no, I don't have any fear. Each and every time, each and every minute, there is a kind of fear. Let it be in the personal life, or let it be in the professional life, or let it be in the social life. The fear is still there. Sixth one, community security. Some communities are still under threat. They have the fear. What kind of dominance will come upon them? The traditional relationship is getting spoiled. Their values and ethics are not given importance. It has been submerged. Last but not the least, the political security. Whether the people live in a society that honors their basic rights, if you put a question mark, a huge gap is there. So to address all these security issues, the only way is human beings should be with some kind of humanity, which is very, very essential for the existence and development of human beings in this world. And being educators, we all have gathered here under the roof of GEF. We all have been highlighting holistic education. It is nothing but the comprehensive approach aimed at developing. First one comes at emotional, social, ethical, and then academics needs of the learners. This is the order it should go on. First, it should be emotional, social, ethical, and then academic needs of the learners. Whereas, if you touch your consciousness and say, the first importance is given to academic excellence rather than given to all other life skills, which is very much essential for the learners. So with this note, I would like to underline the most important thing what the school or the educationist should do is impart holistic education among the learners, give high values to the life skills and values, which is very much important for the future world. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, that was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. I think you brought the point to us all very much. The bottom line is we all have the same needs. Humanity, we all bleed red. And I love what you said, and I quote the quote that you were saying, humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Mahatma Gandhi. I love that. I absolutely love that. So thank you so much, sir. It was an honor. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, everyone. And that ends the panel discussion for today on our global platform. This is an amazing time to be alive. You are global leaders, life transformational speakers. You are leading this generation. And I just take my hat off to you all. Thank you so much for being part of this global launch today, and for your time, your energy, your input. We appreciate you all so very much. Thank you so much. And I'm going to turn the platform back to the host now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tanya, and of course to all the panelists present here. This was indeed an illuminating and an intellectual discussion by the experts. 15th August marks an important day for India as it celebrates the Independence Day. It is a day we take pride, and this year was indeed special as India stepped in the 75th year of independence. We just cannot get out of this patriotic mode. So, the students of PBIS are going to present a beautiful performance paying tribute to our motherland. I request everyone to welcome a group of graceful students who are going to display an exquisite dance.
आन देश की शान देश की हम संतान हैं, तीन रंग से रंगा तिरंगा अपनी ये पहचान है। जय हिंद।
तलवारों पे सर वार दिए, अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है, तब जाके कहीं हमने सर के कफन जद तुरया तन के मौत नू वाजा मारे वे थर थर कपदे सारे सिर ते बन के कफन जद तुरया तन के मौत नू वाजा मारे वे थर थर कपदे सारे ले लख गाड़ तू ले जाना पाण तू ले लख गाड़ तू ले जाना पाण तू माँ के पेट से मरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल दंगल रे दंगल दंगल सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल दंगल रे दंगल दंगल
झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया वंदे मातरम 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 तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जाऊं गुल बन के मैं खिल जाऊं इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जाऊं तेरे खेतों में लहरा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू जहाँ डाल डाल पे सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा वो भारत देश है मेरा वो भारत देश है मेरा ऐ मेरे प्यारे वतन ऐ मेरे बिछड़े चमन तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान ये तेरे वीर जवानों का लबेलों का मस्तानों का इस देश का यारों क्या कहना ये देश है दुनिया का गहना यहाँ चोरी छाती वीरों की यहाँ बोली शक्लें हीरों की यहाँ गाते रांझे मस्ती में मचती है धूमें बस्ती में
Jai
Wow.
Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai. I know we all are globally here, so but yesterday we had our Independence Day. So if all of us can give a salute to our country, Jai Hind. And I would request the technical team to just take a click of it. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was unbelievable. The elegance, energy, and the match of the rhythms in the dance ruled everything. Stay tuned as we move on to a very inspiring lateral of the event. I take this great opportunity to welcome Queen Nadia ma'am, the founder and CEO of Success World One Academy, Success World One Mental Health Clinic, the ambassador at large for United Nations Affairs at the International Human Rights Commission, Pro-Chancellor of El Roi London University and Rockfield College of Science and Technology, and the keynote speaker of our event today. Let's welcome her with a virtual applause. Over to you, madam.
Vaibhavi ma'am, I think she is writing. I'm trying to connect. So till that time, can we have another speaker?
Yes, sure.
Just
So,
mention because she joined in the beginning, but due to network glitches, so just we move on to our another keynote speaker. Till that time, she will join.
okay, so we can move on to our next speaker. I am completely pleased to take this opportunity to welcome our next speaker, a global educator, a STEM instructor, and an ICT teacher trainer in Greece. Founder and international coordinator of many innovative international projects that focus on United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Yes, that's Ms. Raina. We welcome you, madam, to share some insights. I request Rania ma'am to unmute herself. We cannot hear you.
I don't think she can unmute. She needs to
Yes,
be
Rania. Yes, she
co-host.
can. She can.
Okay, greetings from Greece to all participants. I'm extremely honored to participate in this so wonderful group of educational leaders. And today we're going to discuss about ethical issues in education. So every functional society on earth has had a philosophy of what one should do or be in order to be considered a good person. So every society since the dawn of time has had a moral code, because without a communal moral code, we simply can't maintain. And in every generation, parents, for instance, have been the primary teachers of the continuity of morality. The Greek philosopher Socrates is credited with being one of the first philosophers in the Western tradition to focus on ethics. And he was the one who elevated the discussion of morals to the level of an academic critical examination, exploration, and justification of values. According to the famous Socratic dialectic method, teachers guide the student through a series of questions and answers to a rational conclusion, rather than give the student the answer up front. Ethics, it's not an abstract discussion, but a personal matter of growth and wisdom. Ethics are standards set for us to recognize our actions as right or wrong. It helps categorize discipline, honesty, and integrity in our actions performed during the day. And using ethics as a guideline to make the right choice, it is easier for individuals to abide by rules and act responsibly with ethics. These values may be defined differently in parts of the world, but are cross-cultural and expected generally among all groups of people. Everyone around us looking for some ethical guidance to implement. And ethics is a key element of any profession. Every field has its own challenges. Professionals can make mistakes and sometimes ignore details, which may lead to minor and major issues in their career. So ethical guidelines are important to assist the professionals and cope up with a changing environment to feel empowered while regulating themselves to suit the standards of their profession. Ethics in education helps run the educational system smoothly. It sets standards that are applicable and protects the interest of both learner and tutor. So teachers are responsible to help develop the personality of students and act as mentor to them to influence their personal development and behavior. Ethics education includes learning activities, skill set through experiential learning and service within communities intended to help students develop ethically, to acquire central virtues, to acquire ethical awareness and a greater motivation to act ethically in the world. Education as a field revolves around laws and procedures of always doing the right thing and also making others adapt and learn to ethical practices and avoid taking advantage of others. So moral behaviors are built on a series of component processes, and each component is clearly defined. Educational goals, teaching strategies, and assessment methods can be derived from this. First of all, moral sensitivity, awareness of how our actions affect other people. And it involves being aware of the different lines of action, how each line of action affects the parties concerned. Second, moral judgment involves intuitions about what is fair and moral. It requires to make moral judgments about, for example, complex human activities. Moral motivation requires a prioritization of moral values over personal values, particularly in professional settings. Moral motivation training might include profession-specific service activities, the study of professional moral examples, for example, exemplary teachers. And moral character training might include strategies for problem solving and conflict resolution between children. Moral character requires individuals to act on their moral convictions. Training strategies will lend themselves to enhancing moral sensitivity, may include, for instance, role-playing exercises to sensitize teachers to professional dilemmas and related strategies to make professionals aware that their actions affect others. Educators can be confronted with various ethical issues where they might try their best to act ethically. A wide range of real-world ethical questions challenge or possibly change teachers. Issues like diversity, artificial intelligence, vaccinations, climate change, etc. And some areas of greater risk regarding ethical concerns in education may include conduct, assessment, and planning. Conduct is an important aspect of ethical practices because it can include boundary violations, abuse, or improper relationship. In the education context, teachers should have vision, hope, and creativity here. Assessment, teachers must be honest and promise this ethical habit. Planning, good planning is the part of the commitment that every teacher needs to make as a professional. Teachers are committed to prudence. Prudence for centuries means the establishment of right goals and selecting the right means to achieve this goal. Learning activities and lesson plans should be developed in advance, and the learning environment should be created and assessed in a dynamic way so that it addresses the real needs of each student maximally across all modes of learning. So a teacher's first moral obligation is to provide excellent instruction. Teachers with a high level of moral professionalism have a deep obligation to help students learn. So as developing persons, children are thought to be in particular need of educational training in moral reasoning and judgment, or the acquisition of virtuous character traits. Unfortunately, it appears that moral and ethical issues, including character education, are slowly becoming part of the teacher education programs. Core values can and should be taught in our schools. It's now up to us as educators to ensure broader and deeper implementation of these programs. Structural changes are important to consider. Teachers should receive training on ethics and preparation, also programs involving ethical issues with mentors. These programs could contribute to the professional development of teachers and help revisit principles of professional ethics while applying them to the classrooms. For instance, in higher education, we need programs about how to apply ethics in business careers, about how to build ethical leaders through the integration of program development, faculty support, business community involvement, and learner engagement, and to equip students with a lasting set of practical tools to apply ethical values in business practices. Recently, I was appointed as here in Greece, the National Ambassador of Volunteerism and Education, the Greek Academy of Volunteerism help realize a new governmental program. And my mission here is actually how to help integrate volunteerism in the school curriculum, values such as altruism, trust, and compassion, and other social moral values are very, very important to be taught in primary education, should be taught and promoted from an early age, even in preschool age. And my second mission is how to help create a global network of volunteers all around the world who will spread the message of moral social values, and especially the value of volunteers all around the world. Personally, I'm a volunteer for children of the Biological Hospital, for refugees and children with special education needs. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Ms. Rania. Your ideas and are thought-provoking. Now, with great enthusiasm, let's move on to our next speaker, a renowned economics faculty at the High Vocational School in Croatia. Someone who has tons of accolades and feathers of success in her hat. Yes, that's Miss Nada. We warmly welcome you, madam. Over to you. Also, just a small note, due to time restrictions, we request the speakers to limit to the time. Thank you.
Co-host, please unmute Miss Nada. I think she's not able to unmute. Co-host, please just check.
Yes. Today is something wrong with my computer and I couldn't get a connect before on
No
the
worries,
time.
Nada, no worries, please.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to all. Greetings from Croatia. Thank you, Mrs. Rashna, for today, for calling me here as a speaker. Thanks to all. I'm really satisfied with the other speeches and very interesting. What will I talk today? So my topic is the ethics in the classroom. So tomorrow is the first day that I'm going back to my school and to my university. And what to say about that? Back to school with COVID-19 again. There are many questions that we teachers are asking ourselves about that. So what kind I am today? I'm thinking about that typical day coming back to school, that first day, and about my feelings. How will it look? So the last year, the school begins. We can say just like a cloud of many controversies. And there were many agreements for educators, health experts, for the parents, for our child. I think that the biggest problems have the teachers of elementary school because there were the small children. It was a difference between them and our big students. What ethical decisions we must make? I could tell that one of the lenses we use to make the ethical decision is the idea of whether a decision promotes a common good. What it means? It means preserving the health of the students, relatives, preserving the health of the teachers, world by clearing love and others. So if we talk about ethics, is our responsibility to ensure in the classroom or the classroom a healthy and safe place for our students. Also, I didn't use the verbs, the adjectives about, and I didn't want to take nothing from the books because I said tomorrow is that the first day, and I'm thinking about that. And what are we expecting? Are we expecting to monitor again the students, the wearing the masks? Are we going to repeat it every day? Please do vaccinated, because how can we talk about that if we like teachers didn't do that? First, me, I still didn't vaccinated. I have my opinion about that, but maybe I can tell that now because I'm at home and I'm not going outside. Almost I'm working whole day, and it is to me easy now said. But tomorrow, when I'm coming to school, am I a person? Is it ethical? How can I tell to my student you must be vaccinated if I don't do that? So what kind of responsibility are we taking? Are we the persons who will check the temperature every day and others? So I think that distance learning today presents the whole set of ethical issues and concerns to us. So our framework to the ethical decision what we want to make includes justice, approach, fairness, and if we use the lens to evaluate our students, we have to ask all the peoples who are involved and who are treated in that. So first question here is, do all the students have access to the computers? At the beginning, the whole students wouldn't have the access, and neither they didn't have a connection, internet connection, because they live in villages under mountains and they don't have the main living conditions. Also, what will we tell to the parents? How we will communicate with them? Who will work outside of the home? We or the parents, and who will take care of their kids when they are attending the school? So there are many questions that are facing to us, professors, teachers. So as I can said, the best relate to the students through the online learning method. I will make a few questions. While distance learning did or will students feel engaged through the computer? Also, would they look through the screen? Do they use a device? Which device will they use? What will happen if the children get online? And what kind of format? What I asked and what I said. I said that we must today. Technology is growing rapidly, And we must also take care about the data protect. That is also one of the ethical issues that we must teach our students. Also, what is important when writing the exams? Are they really did they learn did they learn, or are they reading or copying or doing something like that? So I said many questions I have in my head, and I think that most things will be realized at the end of pandemic, and when the access and the effect for having children, teachers, schools, parents, community members will going to support ethical choices necessary to teach the youngest generation, and also most precise research to our community. So we will take time, we will work hardly in the future to grapple that ethical situation, and we will work toward the common good to protect everyone's student right to be healthy and to learn. I will stop here. So
Thank you, ma'am, for such an intellectual speech. Your speech has indeed made this event luminous. To rock the event further, we have among us a master musician singer. Yes, time for some melodious amusement. Let's welcome none other than Master Marcelo for a music performance.
Wow, commendable, great musicianship, I must say. Acknowledgement and appreciation are the two pillars that go on a long route to success. Keeping that in mind, we present to all our eminent speakers a small token of appreciation for your valuable time and presence. I think so there was some technical glitch and she wasn't here, but we hopefully expect her to see in tomorrow's session. And thank you for your valuable time for all the participants and all the attendees in the Zoom.
Rashmi ma'am, she joined, and when her turn came, then she had some network issues. She was messaging that her network is unstable. She joined initially, but she couldn't be there for a longer time.
Okay. Congratulations to Ms. Vania, Professor of Education and Religious Affairs, Greece.
Network glitches, I suppose, just little bit network glitches.
I think so. I only faced some technical glitch from my end. Extremely sorry.
Yes, can you hear me?
I think Rashmi ma'am has got some technical glitches. We will just revert soon.
I am back. I think so. This is something very unstable and unreliable. I was there all time with good internet and I missed with the internet connection. I would congratulate all the speakers. We have a list to present a small
Vaibhavi, I think you can lead because Rashmi is facing some problem. Vaibhavi, please go ahead.
Sure, ma'am. I'm sorry, but even I was facing some technical glitch. I was not able to unmute myself.
So shall I proceed?
No, ma'am. I think, am I audible now? I was not able to unmute myself. Am I audible now?
Yes, you can. You can.
Yes.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes,
yes. Yes, Vaibhavi ma'am, you're audible. Carry on.
So with this, day one comes to an end and we have power pack sessions for all of us tomorrow as well. So let's celebrate GEF with a bang. Thank you so much to all the speakers for such an enriching session. I'm sure we have a lot of takebacks from this session. I formally invite Mr. Lakshya Chabaria, sir. He is Managing Director at SR Capital Group of Schools, President at Affordable Private Schools Association, someone who is highly skilled in the education fraternity and possesses great leadership skills. I request this inspiring personality to present the vote of thanks. No, sir, you are not audible. Needs, yes.
The rights have been given to you.
Thank you, Vaibhavi. Now I am unmute.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for such kind words. I want to say education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world, Nelson Mandela has said. And this is among the most powerful statement I have read in my life. Yes, it is true. We can change the world. We can make the world free from wars, corruption, hatred, racism, global warming, corona. The humanity is affected, but education is not stopped. This is the beauty. that we are connected today to this virtual platform. Thanks to COVID, the educators have created and adopted such virtual platforms. This is the great things which we have done. One thing I want to add is that we need to understand the life of Corona is smaller than the life of humanity. Therefore, I am sure the humanity, the global community will win this war against Corona. I am sure the global educators fraternity will definitely bring the change in the world to bring global educators and work in the right direction. The education conclave had very powerful conversations and the words of wisdom, thanks to Dr. Rachna Bhimkaraja for connecting all think tanks, the intellectuals, the honorable personalities of the world. It is really a matter of pride for all of us. Now it's time to thank all the speakers, organizers who have done such a great work on this global launch of Global Educators Fraternity. First of all, I would like to thank Shri Anurag Tripathi sir, who is the Secretary CBSE, our speakers, Her Royal Highness Queen Nadia Harihari from France, Rania Lampu from Greece, Nada Radkovic from Croatia, our moderator, Dr. Tania Simmons from United States of America, panelist, Dr. Mario C. Lucero from Philippines, Georgia Maneta from Greece, Swaminathan K. from Uganda, Dr. Dragan Jokonov from Macedonia, Dr. Muthamena from Indonesia, Miss Minmaya Rana from Nepal, also the core team member, Mr. Amit Kumar sir. He is the key person who connected me to Dr. Rachna Bhimkaraja. It's my honor. I would like to thank Aditya Bisaria. Especially, I would like to mention Pratibha Mishra ma'am for connecting the, she backed the PPT, launching all the backstage work. Rashmi, Vaibhavi, Ganesh, the complete team of Global Educators Fraternity, F2L Creative Head. Special thanks to Dr. Pramod Mahajan sir, Ratish Gupta sir for the videos, the beauty of the performance, the mesmerizing dance. This is really awesome. All well that ends well. But the conclave is not yet over. Tomorrow, we will all have another power pack session. Catch you tomorrow. Take care. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, and thank you everyone for your graceful presence and valuable time. Have a great evening and see you all tomorrow at the same time at this enthralling platform of GEF. Thank you.